Here we go. Here we go. Apologize for technical difficulties earlier, but without further ado, I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amber. This is AmarasLogic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news. Road edition, as you can see by the background. But before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. We're here the day before Christmas to finally talk about a Bucks win. Was it ugly? Was it ups and downs? It was all of that, but it's at least a win. We have a win going into Christmas. Salute to the Bucks for that. Salute the friends and family. Salute the Bucks Nation. Salute to the Queens in the chat, and happy holidays to all. So what's good with y'all? Y'all feeling good? At least that we got a win. I know it's not under the best circumstances. I know it's against the Pacers, who are actually last in every offensive efficiency category you can think of. They are last. So technically, we should have won in the fashion we won. But I still think it was a lot of ups and downs in this game that, you know what, let's not even get into that. Let's just be happy about the win. We're gonna get into the stats. I'm gonna open up the lines and we're gonna chop this up the day before Christmas. Shout out to the Bucks for not ruining Christmas for friends and family. Hey, can we get some likes for that? That the Bucks did not ruin Christmas for friends and family. Let's get the likes up for that. Your boy on the road figuring out how to do this live in an undisclosed location. So I'm happy that I can even go live with y'all right now. I'm actually supercharged right now. I just can't get too loud because I'm on the balcony over here. So yeah. So let's get into these stats. I'm gonna open up the lines. Let's chop it up. And I do want to say a few things. I want to keep the positive vibes. I definitely want to do that. But I do want to say this win does not save Bobby Portis, in my opinion. And this win does not save Doc Rivers in any shape or fashion. I don't want, yo, just because you beat the Pacers that are last in everything does not mean you're safe from friends and family. If you do wrong, friends and family, we're going to call you out. And y'all tried to choke this game away. It was 90 to 99. Let's be clear. The score looked good at the end, but the Bucks are trying to choke it away with turnovers, bad defense, hacking. Like that's one of the main reasons Doc has to go. We're consistent at being inconsistent. That's the problem with the Bucks. You knew they was gonna come back at some point and really put pressure on us, and they did. And then Kyle Kuzma today had 5 turnovers. Jericho Sims had 4 turnovers. They had 9 turnovers between the two of them. That is way too much, in my opinion, friends and family. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. And I also want to say, like they said it during the broadcast. I don't know if who y'all listen to, if it's Marcus Johnson, but even Marcus Johnson was talking about Jericho Sims as far as we have to simplify his role. They were trying to give him the ball out on the wing. Remember, he ran into the lane and got that little and one, but he ran someone over. These are the things that should be observed by a coach and should have been corrected. That should have never happened. And these are the things that why I go in on Doc, why I drop so many shorts on Doc's helmet, because you can see the lack of like focus from this team and just the attention to detail. It's not even focus. It's just we don't have any attention to detail on anything. We just got lucky and got hot, hit some shots, and they shot really bad. That's really what it was at the end of the day. If you just want to keep it real, they shot bad. We shot better, we won. That was it. If they would have shot better, the game would have been much different. It's not like we're a defensive stopper or we're stopping anybody from coming into the hole. If you miss the shot, you can get any shot you want on the Bucks as if you miss it or not. That's the problem. But let's get to these stats again. Positive, Bucks won comfortably, kind of going into Christmas. So let's get into these stats real quick, y'all. Then we gonna get into the comment section and open up these lines for anybody that want to tap in. 1 second here. This ain't my normal setup, so just give me a second, y'all. Bucks beat one of our most. I would say that they're one of our biggest rivals, probably our biggest rival at this point. The Indiana Pacers in Indiana, 94 to 111. Shout out to Bobby Portis. He had a good game offensively. Go ahead and get that trade value up, my dude. Bobby Portis at 14, 6 of 12, 0 1 from the 3 point line, 2 of 2, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover. I do want to give Bobby his credit. He has been playing well offensively as of late. The defense is still atrocious. I will never forgive him for that fast break turnover. I just can't let that go, yo. I'm still mad about that fast break turnover. I'm still mad. Kyle Kuzma chipped in with 15, but chipped in with 5 turnovers, unacceptable. Miles Turner, 4-14. You know what? This is what's interesting, right? Whenever somebody that used to play for the Bucks plays the Bucks, they go off. I was hoping that Miles Turner, because he was playing his old team, was gonna go off. That wasn't the case. 10 points, 4 of 14, 1 of 8 from three is crazy. But he did have 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and only 1 turnover. But he had 3 big blocks. I do want to give Kyle Kuzma's credit on his 2 blocks as well. Kevin Porter Jr. doing what he does. He's the number one player on our team as of right now until Giannis comes back, doing his thing, 38. But that's the thing, though, too, for him to just come back from injury and playing damn near 40 minutes a game is very concerning as well. I don't want us to run KPJ back into the ground before Giannis comes back either. We got to figure that out somehow. But Kevin Porter Jr., 38 minutes, 24 points, very efficient, 8 of 13, 2 of 3 from the free throw, from the 3-point line, 6 of 9 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, only 1 turnover, 3 steals. Very key stat, only 1 turnover. He's been a little turnover prone recently, but this is a huge improvement for KPJ today with only 1 turnover. Salute to him. AJ Green just was hacking. I don't know what that was about. He only had 4 points, 1 to 6. Like that's crazy. I think his shoulder might be more. Somebody said it in the chat or in the comment section. Maybe his shoulder's a little bit more injured than they're letting on. Oh, my boy Pete Nance had 1 minute in the game. At least he got to sniff the NBA court. Salute to him. Jericho Sims at 6 points, 3 of 3, 7 rebounds. He did have 4 turnovers, which was crazy. 1 steal. I thought Gary Harris gave us some good quality minutes today. 16 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from the 3-point line. I just thought he played solid professional basketball. Amir Coffey is trash. And I do want to say, as much as we bag on Gary Trent Jr., I'm wishing him a speedy recovery from the injury he suffered today. And I'm hoping it's nothing catastrophic like an Achilles injury or anything to that effect. So, wishing a speedy recovery to Gary Trent Jr. to get back to action because I don't think you can trade anybody that's hurt. Let me know in the comment section, but I'm pretty sure you can't trade anyone that's hurt. A good shooting performance by the Bucks, 51%, 33% from the 3-point line, and okay from the free throw line, 71%, 48 rebounds is actually good for this team. 20 assists, I don't really like that. I know we won by a lot. I don't like that. That means that the ball was sticking in too many people's hands. I like us to be around that 30 mark and win because that lets me know that we're implementing the ball movement that we need to be successful. And I just one more assist. I'll just say that 15 turnovers, that's way too much in my opinion, but it's what the Bucks do, 15 to 20 turnovers a game. Sadly, uh, we had 6 steals, 7 blocks. Is good to see. So at least we were blocking shots. So that's awesome. Pacers, Siakam only had 15, Nembhard 14, Benedict Mathurin had 13. TJ McConnell always gets busy. What is it about this man, TJ McConnell, that he always gets active on the Bucks? Crazy. He had 16 points, 6 assists, like he was hooping, period. But again, they shot horrible, 41% from the field, 26% from the 3-point line, and only 61% from the free throw line. I do want to say we won, and that's all good. But again, the free throws. 33 to this team. We had 24. We did get a few calls today. I do want to say that. But 33 free throw attempts for a team with 6 wins is insane. I try not to bring this up too much, but 33, 40 free throws for a team with 6 wins? Come on, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like seriously, what are we doing out here? Like that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy in my opinion. But I mean, all the stats are in our favor. We dominated, we won, so we can be happy about this. But we got to figure out what we doing with this team moving forward. Like this was a cool little win going into the holiday season and whatnot against a team that, I mean, with being honest, we should beat this team. This team is last in everything. You should beat who's last or you're last. So again, positive vibes. They won. Bobby played well. He's increasing his trade value, I hope. And we got to figure out what's going on with Gary Trent. Now that's another guard down. And then we have AJ Green is gimped up. I'm very concerned about the minutes and that KPJ is going to be playing moving forward with these people dinged up and injured. Because we need KPJ when Giannis gets back to have any type of chance to even get to a playoff spot. So we have to monitor those minutes by Kevin Porter Jr. In my opinion, that's big. We definitely don't want to run him into the ground. We've seen when that's what happens when you allow players to play too many minutes. So again, like I said, that's just what I think. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Speaking of comment section, let's see you in the building. Again, appreciate y'all tapping in. Your boy on the road, so it's not all the audio visuals as usual. Sadowski was good. BKC in the building. Boy Mommy was good. Jeff Riley. Pickle Luke. Greg Delaney. My boy Jimmy Roller was good. Derek Stevenson. My boy Mr. 414. Dre West. What's up with all y'all? Lavelle, I see you. What's good, broski? Bleacher Report boss was good. Tap in when you get free Bleacher. Brazilian Blanco was good. Mia Kim, A Trina was good. Shout out to the queens of the chat. Clayton was good. Appreciate you tapping in. Shout out to y'all. Robert Brooks, I see you. Appreciate you. Get to some of these comments. I don't know how long I'll be out here. They might have another little like party or something out here with some loud music. I don't know. They're setting up something. So we gonna see what happens. The childish one, I see you. Ninth innings. What's good, bro? I saw your comment in the comment section, ninth inning, about we can see Doc do this now with Bobby Porter's bro. Doc Rivers been here 3 years, bro. Nothing with this team has changed or improved in any facet. Bro, we had two top 75 players and struggled under the tutelage of Doc Rivers. No excuse. He has to go. Bobby Portis has one of the worst plus minuses on the team, him and Gary Trent. That's why I want him to go. I don't go with emotion or tribalism or none of that. I deal with the facts. And the facts tell me if you give a good coach two top 75 players, he's putting in work. He's putting in work. Period. That should tell you all you need to know about why Doc Rivers has to be fired. Period. You had two top 75s and we struggled to even get to the playoffs comfortably. So, yes, he must be fired. There's no saving that. This team is undisciplined, unfocused. Everything is bad. Everything is bad. Everything. The only thing that's good about this team really is the development of KPJ and finding Ryan Rollins and him developing. Otherwise, it's been L after L from draft picks to we just need, like I said in my video earlier, we really need to clean house like not no like spring cleaning. This needs to be a deep cleaning. Like you got to get rid of a lot, damn near everything. Seriously, and it has to start with that. We cannot move on or move forward with this team at all in any shape or form with Doc Rivers at the helm. It just can't help it. It can't. It's impossible. We'll never be good if we keep Doc Rivers. Uncle Mike was good, bro. Gibson Nicholas was good, bro. Mr. Cool, I seen you. Was good, bro. Boy, mommy been active today. Shout out to the queens of the chat. They stay active and dropping gems. I see you. No strays. Y'all still weak, famo. Ninth inning, I do agree with that. Kuz needs to slow down. But the thing you got to understand is Kuz is going Kuz, bro. You got to accept that's part of the game, bro. But he played efficiently for if it wasn't the turnovers are bad, but as far as his offense, it's efficient. He's been very solid offensively, Kuzma. I want to almost let's talk about this. Is Kuzma trade or a keeper? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Is Kuzma someone that we should keep or trade? I feel like he's on the fence. But I do see a lot of the positives he brings. And let's be honest here. Some of the stuff that he does that's negligent or just random, I think a lot of that could be corrected under the right tutelage, under the right coach. That's what coaches are supposed to do. Fix your problems. That's what they're supposed to do. Doc doesn't do anything. Jesus, I want this man gone for Christmas. I know that sounds foul, y'all, but I want him gone for Christmas. I know that sounds wild. It just is what it is. Get him out of basketball. Let me see. Start these comments. What up, Pamela? KC do said, what work is Miles putting in? He didn't put in no work today. That I assure you, my friend. Uh, I don't want to say, I know a lot of you feel like Miles has been disappointing this year, and I can agree with you to an extent, but are we utilizing him correctly? Does he understand what his role is on this team? Does he know what he's supposed to do? Just food for thought for the people saying, like, Hey, he's this and that. That's fair, but he didn't look like that when he had a good coach. Coaching matters. Look at the Bears, bro. They were trash. They got Ben Johnson. Look at what they're doing. Coaching matters. It does, y'all. I know y'all want to make trades and get these Zach Levines and all of that, but for what? If Doc Rivers is still here, he has to be the first domino that falls in this process of reestablishing this organization. Period. Bro, that Jimmy Roller, that's it, bro. You cannot win with that man as your coach. Period. It won't happen. What up, Gibson? Salute to the panel. Hey, salute to you, brother. Appreciate you popping in. Shout out to the Bahamas. Shout out to Puerto Rico too. What's good? Derek Stevens said Kenny Atkinson is on the hot seat via Mark Stein. Cleveland is looking to trade Darius Garland and DeAndre Hunter. I am aware of that, but one thing I do want to say is that we've made too many mistakes as an organization with knee-jerk reactions. I think if we fire Doc, and I think it was stated maybe Pronte or Bshack in one of the past lives were like, it would be best for the Bucks to just can Doc, move up Jaeger, even if you want to move up Ham for the rest of this season, and then take your time and find the right fit for this team. That's what we need to do. We don't just because you got fired and we used to like Kenny Atkinson to bring him over here. I don't know if that's actually what we need to do because to me that's another knee-jerk reaction. This organization needs to take its time and forecast its moves. It's too much with this team is living in the moment. There's no foreshadowing. There's no forecasting. It's just trying to do what we need to do right this second to win right now, and there's no forecasting. I think after what's going on right now, there needs to be forecasting for this team on what you're planning to do. What is your 3-year plan with this team? That needs to start to be established. And I'm hearing from the Bucks as well that they're not looking to trade Giannis. They're looking to add another piece, and that's cool. We love Giannis. That's cool. And you want to add another piece? That's even more cool. But what's not cool? That we still have a dweeb as a coach, and I don't care if we had a whole team of Hall of Famers, we still could lose because Doc is our coach, and that's the real. He has to be the first domino that falls. Friends and family, Bucks Nation. Hey, we need to keep applying pressure on his head. We need to apply pressure. And another thing the Bucks did that was good today that I forgot to mention. I think somebody could correct me in the chat, but I think this is our first road win since like November 18th, give or take. So it's been over a month since our last road win. So salute to the Bucks for breaking that streak. Can you imagine so much with this team? So much. Then you got Giannis and Limbo. It's just a lot going on. It really is. Like I know the somebody might say the title earlier was clickbait. No, it's not. This team is in a state of emergency. We don't know what the hell we're doing, where we're going, or where we came from. And we need to figure it out fast. The NBA is changing all the time. It's fucking wild, man. This team try to choke away a 25-point lead. My boy, highest human actor inspired. What's good, my dude? Coldest name on the internet. What up, Ryan? Less zone and less Gary Trent. Yo, bro, hey, Ryan, you my boy, fam. We can't talk about players when they injured like that. We gotta wait till he come back, fam. We can't go in. He's injured, fam. He's injured. What? Hey, what up, Shane? Nice victory against a hated rival. Agreed. We'll take a win. Hey, any win we get, we can. Let's take it for real. Yeah, Barack Bahamas is in the building. Salute, salute. Come on, bro. Like, Kuz isn't trash, bro. Kuz has ability. If you look at his stats, they're not bad at all. He needs direction and guidance, bro. He need he need a customato. You got raw ability. You need somebody to cultivate that, to help that mature. That's what you need. That's why I'm gonna keep using culture references forever until Doc get fired. Because there's so many examples of how coaching can impact your team. It's crazy. And especially players like Kuzma that might not have the highest IQ. That's why you bring in a cerebral coach that kind of fix that. It is what it is. Brazilian Blanco was good. Cool. Why are y'all bombing on Kuz? He did have 5 turnovers, but he was efficient offensively. And this is the first time in a long time he's Kuz for that much. He's been pretty good most of the year, y'all. We got to cut the homie a little slack. Come on now. What up, Wild Cheapers? I think so too, Derek Stevenson. I think he's a keeper too with the right coach. I definitely think that. And that's why I said we don't need to just try to get a coach right away, y'all. That's not what we should be trying to do. We need to take our time in that search because the right coach can change your whole franchise. It'll change your whole franchise, y'all. So I do think we need to take our time with that decision. Definitely need to take our time. I get it with the Kenny Atkinson because we're gonna get him before, but look at what's going on with him, and that's the thing, man. Like just because we have an affinity for something, don't mean we need to have it. It might be better options out there. I mean, he got a ton of talent in Cleveland, and it's not working right now. And they got treated last year. Let's not forget they got treated in the playoffs and bullied and punked, and now they're self destructing this year, trying to trade away all star players. So maybe Kenny Atkinson might not be the right guy either. Let's be clear. Is he better than Doc? Yes. But is he the answer? I don't think so. What up, D'Angelo? Yeah, I think Kuz is solid, bro. I think he's solid. 100%. I think he's solid. I'll put this nigga. Hold on, let me tap in Bleacher report real quick. Shout out to my boy Bleacher. Hold on. Bleacher, what's good? Hopefully the audio visual is decent. What's good, bro?
How you doing?
Hey, cooling,
Oh,
bro. Hey, I'm happy we got this win, bro. I'm happy I can get online for a little bit and get this cracking. Hopefully, the internet is straight enough so we can get through it for a little bit. But again, a Bucks win, double digit win, our first road win since I believe November 18th. Correct me in the chat. Do you know how wild that is? This is our first win since November 18th. And I see people bombing on Cools. I get it. But if you take away the turnovers and just look at the offense, he's been solid. This is one of the worst games he's had in a minute as far as with the turnovers and cruising. Otherwise, he's been solid. He's been
yeah.
solid.
I mean,
Did you hear anything
only
about
good
Gary
player.
Trent Jr. yet, Bleacher? Do you hear anything about Gary Trent yet?
I didn't even know he got injured till you told me. I'm like, I had to look into
It was in
that.
the
Like,
first
I didn't know
five
what
minutes.
happened.
It happened so quick. It was in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Was it Achilles? He said it's Achilles injury.
I don't know. They said it was like calf or something. He's grabbing his calf and leg. So I always just think, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm
Hopefully,
not gonna wish that on. We're gonna see. I didn't know if you heard anything yet.
I hope it's just a
What
calf
up, Mia
strain.
Kim? Hmm.
Yeah, but yeah. This I was kind of. I mean, I watched the first quarter. I was just like a little bit, outside
Right.
of it. I'm like, after the Packer game, man, I've been blitzed for
Bro.
a while. So I'm like, Bucks gonna have to do something today because I was just they lost to the Minnesota and that was a little heartbreaker losing that game. And it just this game I ain't really care. Like I just
Hold
wanted
on
them
one
to.
second, Bleacher. No strays is usually trolling, but this actually isn't a bad idea right here. Mike Malone, like, as much as he's trolling, this isn't crazy. Let me go back up to this no strut. Friends and family, let me know what y'all think about this. From our favorite op in Boston, Denver's old coach Mike Malone, and Warrior GM Bob Myers just chilling. Like, those are quality those are quality people to have in your organization right there. I would say that. I would say that. Y'all let me know what y'all think, but I definitely would say that. Let me tap in Mr. Cool, the living legend. Hold on one second. Tap in Mr. Cool as well. What up, Mr. Cool?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Uh, Hey, we,
we
we
will
got a
we will
good
take the win. We'll take the win, any win we can get right now. Any win. If we have to beat Marquette, if we have to beat UW Milwaukee, if we have to beat University of Parkside, I'll take any win at this point.
That's so weird
Man,
seeing you do over your Parkside. They tried to choke it at the end. That was scary at the end. They tried to choke that
well,
game away at the end.
our two guards, they won the game for us.
Hmm.
They played pretty good tonight, both of them.
Yeah, Ryan Rollins
Uh,
over 20 points. Let me just hold on one second. I just want to give Ryan Rollins proper. Forgot to shout him out too. Because Ryan Rollins had played 33 minutes, had 23 points, 10 of 15, 2 of 5 for 3, 1 of 3, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, no turnovers, plus 18. The highest plus minus on the team besides Gary Harris with plus 20.
the Pacers are a shell of themselves from last year to now, man. Oh my
Man,
gosh. It's
But they've
they
been
crazy.
don't look.
decimated by injury. No Halliburton, no Obi Toppin. Like they've been ravaged by injury.
They have. Man, it's just like it's not even the same energy in that arena no more, which is
No,
understandable.
right.
But that helped us too because they never really got going. They booed Miles Turner, but outside of that, there wasn't much energy in that place tonight.
No, it wasn't. I got to be honest. I expected a better game from Miles Turner coming back home day before Chris. I expected a little bit more from him, respectfully. I'm not blaming anything on him, but I just expected a little bit more from him.
And for whatever reason, this is the best looks I've seen him have recently. He got like 4 or 5 clean looks at the three and could not
Yep,
knock those shots down. I was like,
correct.
goodness, that's
4
what
of
you're supposed to
14
do.
from
That's
the
one of the
field.
reasons we brought you here. Man.
4, 4.
But I tell you what, I am anticipating this, guys. I'm really anticipating Giannis with Ryan and Porter together, the three of them out there in the court together. But I still think that's a dynamic combination if they
Agreed.
can all play at the level that they can play at.
No, I
And
agree
I
with
think
that.
we can still beat a lot of teams with that combination of those three plus Kuzma. Well, I got no problem with Kuzma other than I think at times he doesn't read the defense like he should. But outside of that, he's fine.
I
He
agree.
brings
Yeah.
energy. He anticipates things well defensively. He's flexible. He can guard different players. I got no problem with Kuzma's game. None. Other than just slow down just a little bit here and there. Read the defense before you take off. That's how he
Yeah.
got those charging calls sometimes. You got to read. But other than that, I'm fine with Kuzma. He brings energy, determination. He has that kind of competitive nature that we need. And
No, I
so,
agree.
I agree too.
like I said, if you throw Giannis back out here, and these guys can play like they did tonight, our backcourt, you get AJ Green back healthy, we can still make a run at this.
I think we need to sit AJ Green. He still don't look right. I think
We don't.
I think he rushed back looking at we were losing and thinking about his position and all of that. And I think he rushed back. I think he needs to sit down, maybe for the rest of this week. Seriously, for his
No,
own
no, no, no.
good.
I think they rushed him back because they want to use him as a decoy. Because I think he helps keep the defense attached to
Honest.
him to help
Mm,
for better spacing.
that's a fair point. That's a fair
That's
point.
why they know he's not capable right now. His shoulder, you could just tell. He
It almost
he
like
can't
he's
even.
leaning, but I don't want to say that. But it looks like he's almost leaning and favoring that side. Or am I not seeing it right? Like it just looks like he's.
Of course, he is. He
It
is.
just looks
So I
like.
mean, but I think the plan was, look, we're just going to let you play, space the floor. You're probably not going to get too many shots because we know that you're injured. But the defense don't know that. The other teams don't know how injured that he is. They may extend their defense like they normally do on him, which creates more space for our guards. Because right now you ain't got to worry too much about those other guys we got off the bench shooting. So I'm not. I'm not
On
yeah,
a
obviously,
positive
yeah.
note, hey, we gotta give you were mentioning it too before, and I think you too, Bleacher. Hey, myself as well. Hey, Gary Harris has earned himself some more minutes. He's playing solid basketball, in my opinion. I'm not saying he's a world beater, but he knows his capabilities and he sticks within his capabilities, and I gotta respect that.
Yeah.
Well, my line always. He's a pro. He's a pro, man. He's a pro.
He is. And I think we need to
I
play
mean,
him more, especially with AJ being dinged up and now Gary Trent going down. I think now might be the time to bring Sears up. There's no excuse now. Clearly, Gary Trent's not playing the next game. I think now would be a great time to give Sears some minutes. I'm not saying 30 minutes. Let's give him 10 minutes. See what he can do. You don't know what somebody is until they're given opportunity. You know what? Let me just a real quick rant. Then I want to go to Bleacher because I get his take here. Then go back to you, Mr. Cool. We wouldn't know who Ryan Rollins is until he got opportunity and had a
right,
chance to show his skill set. We don't know
right.
if Mark Sears is trash or not because he has not been given an opportunity. We understood that Marjan Beauchamp was trash because he got extended opportunities, in which each opportunity he tossed it out the window. So we're okay. But we drafted this dude. Everybody's so high on him. Let's see what is the worst that can happen. It's not like we're a championship caliber team at this moment. Let's see what this guy can do. We have a lot of injuries with the guards. Let's see what's up. I just don't
Well,
understand. I don't get it,
well,
Mr. Cool.
especially considering we're not because we're not playing Cole Anthony. So if you're not going to play Cole Anthony, we got to bring up another guard. Or you said it earlier, we're going to burn out we're going to burn KPJ out. We can't, or he'll get injured again. We
Right.
can't afford that risk.
And let's be
He's
clear
got to
too.
get
Ryan
rest, man.
Rollins is almost playing 40 minutes too. Ryan Rollins is at
Right.
33. He's not far off. Let's be
No,
they're
because Doc
mhm.
is such a bad coach. He's just such a bad coach.
Yes, I keep
Jeez.
saying that. Right. Right. He's running these players into the ground. But the thing is, I understand though, if we don't have either one of them in the game at all times, it gets dark quick. This team completely just disintegrates. It just disintegrates. It's I know why, because they have individual talent. That's another thing about coaching. You see what I'm saying? A good coach could survive without those key players in the game for stretches because they have a system to rely on and the players know what their capabilities and what they should be doing. We don't have that. That's why it's complete chaos if our best players are in the game because those other players don't know what they should be doing. And that's why, as the queens in the chat said, they play the ring around the rosy on the, on the outside because they don't have any real plays, no creation in there. We're lost. We're a team that's lost.
If they had one more of their rotation players playing tonight, they would have beat us because Doc would have been out coached. If he just had one more of their rotation players,
I
they're
agree.
missing about five of them. If one of those guys was there, we'd have lost this game. I guarantee it. When they started making that run, they just needed one more of their quality players to get out there. And they would have pulled away. So,
Oh yeah, Naismith was hurt too. I mean, they were
right,
really down.
right, right.
And the thing, and for us to let them come back with that lets you know that even though they're that hurt, they're coached really well. They just don't have they don't have enough bullets in the gun. That's it. On you, Bleacher. So what did you think about today? What was your keys from the today, bro?
Well, I love the run they had in the second quarter. They was pushing away a
Hmm.
little bit, sharing the ball, but I just, I mean, I want a little rant because I saw something that you showed me in our little personal chat earlier. Look, no matter what we say, we still want Doc gone. We still want Bobby Portis. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't get why people think it's okay to say, well, something wrong with you. Did you watch the games? Did you actually see what we've been seeing all season? This is not just a one-off game. This is all
Right,
season. Like, what are
right.
you guys talking about? Like, you like losing? You like losing games? You like seeing Bobby Portis giving up plays like that all the time? I even watched. This is how bad it was. I even watched the last game, and I heard about that play happen. I'm like, he need to go. That's how bad it was. Because Bobby can't play defense. I don't care if he scored 55
Yeah.
points. He can't get no defense. It won't mean nothing. It just that's my issue.
Right.
And then Doc, you this team came back almost 9 points with 3 minutes left. With only 5 minutes left. They did 9 points. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, they're about to choke this game away to a team that's been
Right.
reeling about injuries. Like, why?
Right.
like I just put my hand up
There's
like,
just so many examples of his inefficiency and inability as a coach is crazy. Like I said before, he must have an Epstein file on somebody in the Bucks organization where they can't let him go. It got to be something serious he got on somebody because there's no way if I'm the owner of anything and I'm watching it fail this many times that I'm gonna say, okay, if you got a restaurant and it keeps losing money, you got to fire the manager, right? For months at a time.
Right,
If you got a restaurant that's
right.
losing money for a year, you can't be like, ah, and then he's gonna get it together. No, that's too much to be losing. Get him out of here. And I think we need
exactly.
to have a fresh start. I really think a fresh start. I don't want anybody lingering from the staff after the change. It's just too much. I want Ben Baker, great story. I love you, bro. It's over.
You got
Like, get
to
all
me,
of these
Chip.
cats out of here. Get them all out of here. Only
Get him out
person
of
I
here.
want around this team is Rajon Rondo because he's shown that he can actually help players, and that's it. And that's
Well,
Ryan
you made a
Rouse.
very good point earlier too, Emmer.
Uh-huh.
You made a very good point about don't bring in no new coach from another team right now. That's an
Yeah.
excellent point. That would be a
hmm
bad move. He has better talent in Cleveland, so why would I bring him over here right now?
Yeah, it's just the name recognition, just like that. It's the name. I would rather go with a
No.
fresh face, somebody that hasn't coached before, and see what happens. It's just like
Right,
Yeah,
retreading these old cars and putting new tires on them. Sometimes just buy a new car, because that's what we doing. Kenny Atkinson would be is an older car. Just we put new tires on it. Why? Let's just buy a brand new car.
that's what
right.
we do. We tried that already, not because these star players like, oh, look how Griffin was coaching. He pushed you, he make you
And
do
you know
more.
what's so crazy about that? The more that I think about that decision for Griffin, it doesn't matter now, it's hindsight, but that let us know who's running the organization. It's not the coach, it's the players. It's what the
Right.
players want matters. And that's it, it should be the opposite. It should be GM coach with the control over the players, not players telling the GM and coach what to do. And that's what it feels like here with the Bucks. Is that players don't like something, they go complain about it, whine and moan, and then it happens. And what's crazy is the people that got Griffin fired. The two main I always hear were Brooke Lopez and Bobby Porter's two lazy people on
Yeah.
defense, two lazy
Yeah.
people on defense, and there's no and also that he wanted them not to play that drop coverage, and that would make Brooke Lopez have to move. So he complained, and that's what got Griffin out of here. It's not really uh Giannis, it's really Bobby Portis and Lopez. And if you think about it, it makes sense. It makes sense that they would complain because they would have had to work and run, and they don't really want to do that or be held accountable.
Well,
And he was holding
well,
people accountable.
Donovan Mitchell is doing the same thing in Cleveland. He don't want to play for this coach anymore. I understand. And he did the same thing to Bickerstaff. He got Bickerstaff fired. And Bickerstaff has turned out to be an absolute great coach.
That's
And we
true.
should have hired Bickerstaff. When as soon as he was available, we should have hired him. And we didn't.
Fair.
We passed up on some good coaches to bring in Griffin and then Doc. Man, oh man, this is like torture.
It is.
God.
And then the other thing we got to think about the organization is Horst has been re-signed.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
problem with Horst can make in-season trades, but his drafting is absolutely atrocious. It's
You think
absolutely
Mhm.
atrocious.
it's worse in drafting him or Gutekunst from the Packers? Like either one
Yeah,
of them, they keep draft
yo,
clothes.
that was unnecessary, Bleacher. That was unnecessary.
I'll do a sound for you.
No,
Sound
that's
like
Well, I
very
understand
true.
that.
Go ahead,
Did the Bucks
Mr. Cool.
pass on Nimhart?
Yeah,
We had Nimhart, and we didn't draft him, and
correct.
and that's one we definitely missed on. That
Yeah,
guy, he's a
even
nice player.
right. Look at even AJ Johnson. Everybody high on AJ Johnson. He's on the bench over there in Washington doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Marshawn Beauchamp, I don't even know if he's in the league.
Ooh,
Tyler
ooh.
Smith is doing
my
whatever
sports
he's
right.
doing. Ajax is just chilling on our bench. When have we had a draft pick that's actually last time has been valuable that's still on this roster?
Long time.
Yeah,
Long time, and that's the problem.
Okay.
And I know, like,
yeah.
even when we're talking about the blow it up and all that, we got to slow down on that because we blow it up. Yeah, you get all these draft picks, but if you draft them bums, what does it matter?
It
That's
doesn't
what,
matter.
like, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Our whole philosophy needs a change in this team and how we draft. However you were doing it before, Horse, you need to completely change it. The only thing I'll give credit for the last year's draft, I know that the Bucks wanted Kel Ware from that went to Miami. I will say we would have had him, it'd have been a completely different season for us with that
Man,
big with him being a bit. So I will give Horst that. I know that he did want to get Kel Ware, so I will give him that. But besides that,
and
our drafts are horrible. We don't hit
it's
ever.
terrible.
We hit on like free agents, like that type of stuff. Two-way players. I mean, Ryan Reynolds is a two-way player. AJ
Right.
Green is a two-way player. We didn't draft these people that are doing this stuff for us. We got lucky. We got a handout with KPJ because they thought he was
Yeah.
damaged goods.
Right.
That's why we
That's
got
true.
KPJ. It's not talent. They thought he was
You didn't
damaged
play him
goods.
a long time.
We don't draft well. We don't draft. Even if y'all want to talk about
Mhm.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's a cool player, but he's a journeyman. He's a journeyman.
Right.
He's somebody you put
Right.
in trade packages. We don't
He don't
draft.
stick. He don't stick nowhere.
He'll
Man,
stick
he get
nowhere.
bounced around.
That's what I'm saying. We don't draft well, and that's part of the reason that we're in this predicament. I do understand we draft low, but even on some of these low picks, you got to hit eventually, and we haven't hit in a decade.
Right. That's true.
And that's
Man,
why I'm
Very
saying
true.
like Horse is part of the problem too. I know we go on Doc, but it's like Doc is yeah, we need Doc out of there, but Horse, we low key might need you out of there. You can't draft. And when you can't draft in the NBA, that it'll set your team, your franchise back 10 years. But when you can draft well, you're OKC. That's
Hmm.
the difference.
still, you know how bad, you know how good, Mr. Cool. Check this out. You know how bad it
Yes.
is with the OKC. They own the pick from the Clippers, and executives are upset with them right now because that could turn to a lottery pick for the
Wow.
for.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's a
Wow.
lottery protect. They get that, and it looks like the Clippers aren't going anywhere. I don't even know how like this OKC thing is going to change how the NBA works moving forward. They're going to not allow teams to stockpile this many draft picks. Like I think they have over 10 draft picks. I could be exaggerating or be wrong, but I feel
And
like they have like 10.
they'll freeze those draft picks for them trying to stockpile. That they already started to do that, but the NBA are already not happy with how the OKC been harboring draft picks. But
But
they
that's
doing
not their
that.
fault. Yeah, they're
It's not
accepting
their fault.
trades.
This is
Yeah, so
not the doc.
I get it. Yeah, I get it. But what I'm saying is they're drafting people to help their team, and they're drafting specific type of players, then adding free agents around it. You add a Alex Caruso that's a winner, that won a championship, knows how to win, play strong defense. Then you're drafting a Jalen Williams. You bring in a Shea Gilgeous Alexander. They built this. You could see what they were doing was forecasting. That's what we never do. They did foreshadowing. They're like, let's forecast not from here. Where will we be 5 years from now? And the Bucks are just wondering, what are we gonna do the next game? And that's why our franchise is our franchise is in the predicament it is now. Okay, see, this was a plan, and you could see it. They got rid of them
Yeah.
old guys and harvested for picks. Like we always say, they sold high. Got Russell sold high. Paul George sold high. Got those picks and utilized them to develop a team. Picking specific Lou Dort. They knew he couldn't shoot like that, but his defense was tenacious. Now look at how they play on ball defense. They picked the right players, man. It changes
Yeah.
everything. You have a solid coach, solid GM, changes everything. I don't think Giannis has ever had a good GM. I don't think any of them were really that great. That's why I'm like that
But
Bob Myers. Go ahead.
but no, but Giannis is still part of the problem because they're always trying to get players to fit to play with him and around him in his game that he plays. So I want to be a little bit fair to our
Okay,
GM only because
that's
everything's
fair.
got to be. We got to find guys that fit with Giannis, and then Giannis gets unhappy and starts talking about maybe I want to leave, and then they rush and make
Where
a signing and things like that, and then
he
it's
ain't
not
going.
the right player for us.
I,
You know, like I
I'm
said, go ahead.
no, I'm sorry. I've heard. I've been thinking about this the last couple weeks, and he ain't going nowhere. Like where he gonna go
I don't think
that
so.
give wants or and have stuff that he gets here. he just like the attention, like you said, Miss and Bshack. He just like the attention. He's messing around. People would have like when the NBA said, "Guys, see, I'm done." He's done. He want to get traded right now, like get it over with. But just don't hear anything. Bucks keep saying, and I don't keep hearing this. Bucks want to add another player with them,
Mhm.
and I'm like, look, right. Even if you add anybody, you gotta deal with the coach, and then they now trying to say, "No, it's not just Doc's fault. This going like the dude like you can't just wait for them. Like if Giannis said he's gonna stay, then let us know that, and then just sign his extension and get it over with and get some more money because right now your cap is down because of you stretching Damian Lillard's contract. So I just think that right now, excuse me, I just think right now the Bucks need to just stop the noise and just like because it just seemed like every game they just like, oh, you win this game, then you guys want to leave. It gotta stop. It got to stop.
Right. Right.
No,
Well, what
good
are you
point.
guys thinking about the buyout market of getting Middleton back? Anybody in favor of that or no? No. Okay. Just asking.
No, I'm
Oh
cool.
man, two thumbs down. Woo.
I
No, I'm
receive that.
cool. I'm cool on middle too. I'm cool on.
He only plays good against the Bucks. I'll say that.
Yeah,
Every time he
that's
played
it.
the Bucks, he light it up.
He's averaging 10.2 points a game. That's cool. He could come
Oh
back as a
wow.
as an assistant coach or like something like that.
Yeah, good
I
point.
wouldn't mind that. Yeah, sit next to Thanasis or something, but not like on the actual roster. But yeah, no, I'm cool on that. I'm cool on the buyout market. I just want a refresh for the Bucks, man. We just need a man. We running Windows 7, man. We need to be in Windows 11. We just need to update everything, man. Like, but if we gonna build around Giannis, Giannis got to get in line too. Like, you got to start adjusting too. I mean, I get it. You think you the sun and everything revolves around you. I get it. But sometimes, bro, sometimes when you really trying to win, you have to sacrifice a little bit more than you do. And that I think needs to happen because if he wants to win, he's gonna have to start adjusting a little bit, maybe more off the ball, more just different things to help other people get involved, not just for the numbers, but actually moving the ball, just doing different things. Because right now we're just getting robots to put around him, not a lot of dynamic players. We got a dynamic player by accident, like I said, KPJ developed one in Ryan Round. But besides that, if we're just looking at the people that we actually drafted and signed, these are just 3-point shooters, not even 3 and D, just 3-point shooters, just all around the perimeter with no other abilities. How can you build a team like that in 2025? You trying to build a Dwight Howard team, and that was 20 years ago. Now that doesn't make sense. All your wing players have to be dynamic. They have to be able to create their own shot. They have to be able to score on all three levels. This is a guard-oriented league for the most part. So you need that, and wings as well. You need that, and I just think that we need to address those sooner than later. But I kind of almost look at this season as a wash and just kind of learn, see who we're going to keep, not keep, and then make the big decisions in the off season. That's why I say let's play the Mark Sears, let's play the Pete Nances. Let's actually see if we have any talent on this team. And it's not, and if Doc is talking about winning, you ain't been winning all year. That shouldn't be important to you now. Let's see what the talent is, what we got. Let's see if Sears is weak. Let's find out right away. Why are we waiting years? If Nance isn't that good, let's find out now. This is the perfect time. Giannis is out, all these injuries, play the player. That's another reason I can't stand Doc. You can't even think right, bro. Like the opportunity is there for you to seize the moment. No one is gonna judge you for losing. Play the young guy. You can't even comprehend that. No one is calling you out. No, the organization, GM, no one has said a damn thing about your job, sir. And you don't even have the mental capacity to grasp that and say, yo, okay, if they're gonna let me lose, let me just see what I got here. Pete Man's going for 20 minutes. Let's just see for a couple games what you can do. Sears, let's put you in 15 minutes. Let's see. Let's do trial by fire. Those are the things you do when you think properly and your synapses fire at the proper rate. His synapses ain't firing properly, man. Like it's crazy. Let me tap in Bshack before it get too late here, y'all. Hold on. Tap in Bshack 1 second here and make
Probably
sure
down
that
street.
right. What up, Bshack? What's
There he
good?
is.
Hey, Bshack.
Finally, we got to win.
Christmas present.
Finally,
Right,
listen.
early Christmas.
I know. I'm here on the tail end.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't plan on being here long. My daughter just got in, so I'm got a little
Salute
family
to that.
time going on. But man, Amar, Amber, this your, vacation mode or something?
Yeah, yeah, I'm on vacation. Vacation. But hey, it's always love for friends and family. So if I can make it happen, I will make it happen. So
All right,
I'm out here to on the a patio right now, just chopping it
cool,
up.
nice. So what y'all talking about?
And so right now we just talk about the Bucks as the organization as a whole that needs changes because we were talking about the poor draft picks we've had for the better part of a decade, and then how many people that Horst has drafted over the last couple of years are not even on this team anymore. The only people that
Yeah,
are really on this roster are two-way players, which is Ryan Rollins, AJ Green.
yeah.
Those are the players, and it's like this our lack of having draft like people that we've drafted give any contribution to this team has hurt this roster over time. We haven't had anybody stick the Beauchamps, the AJ Johnsons, Jordan Ward. I mean, it's so many. The list goes on and on. Even DiVincenzo, we just haven't been able to input anybody on this team that could help us over time that we've drafted. And I feel like that's been a problem comparing them to teams like OKC where they've lived off making the right moves in the draft. And I think
And
that's one of
Bshack.
our problems. We got to draft right.
Yeah, and Bshack, let me add you one more thing. Giannis wasn't even drafted by John or Horst. It was by John Hammond.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's by,
yeah,
he's with Magic right now. But he was the one who took the chance with Giannis, and he.
Hey, let's look at the Magic. They got a nice little roster. They draft some good players. They drafted some good players.
well, hey, I learned on the Pacers broadcast, and I confirmed that KPJ was drafted by the Bucks.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He just came back. So
Yeah. Jeff
you got to
Riley
throw
said
that
that.
in the mix.
Yeah, but the thing is, what did we do? We drafted him, and then what did we do? We
Yeah,
traded him because we can't evaluate talent. Again, another L. It just happened to work out. Another L. Another one.
yeah, yeah,
Even when we
yeah,
do right, we do wrong. So you draft a great player, then you trade him, or
yeah,
you pass on a Nemhart. That would have been a great role player. He would have been an on-ball defender for us. Think about if we had Nemhart. Then we
yeah. It probably would have been different for him too because um, going out to Houston, man. I was listening to the nightcap, but
well,
with
Ocho Cinco,
Ocho.
yeah.
And and they was talking about Houston, man. They were like, they don't want to go to Houston. They want no parts of Houston. It was like, why not? Man, Houston, man. He said, Otis, I've been all over the world. Ain't no nothing like Houston.
That's that. Hey, I'll be down there. Say Houston over everything. I'll just leave that there. Houston
So
over
his life
everything.
might have been different if he was up in Wisconsin, man.
All right.
But listen, man, the organization definitely needs an overhaul, man. Um, I think the Bucks need to look at it this way. Giannis brought you out of from the brink of a franchise possibly even
Being moved.
leaving the city.
Mm-hmm.
You got
So
stuff redeveloped, in the city and all that. Well, hey, you got what you wanted. You got more than you expected. Don't get greedy. You
right.
literally, you literally got more out of Giannis as a draft pick, as a player than you ever thought.
Hmm.
Championship and all that. So be smart. Don't overplay your hand.
Agreed.
Start making balanced decisions, not um, emotional decisions based on a desperate mindset.
I
Start
agree
being
with that.
really smart.
That
Yeah, and don't look at yourself. Don't let the fear of the past drive you back there. You're not going back to where you used to be before Giannis. This, your organization now, it
Mhm.
has a different culture. The players should come in and have a pretty a certain expectation,
Right, that's fair.
and there's a way to rebuild and not go all the way down to the bottom. If you look at the Miami Heat's culture is no one is going to be more well conditioned than us, and no one's going to play harder than us. And no matter what year it is, no matter what the personnel is, Miami Heat are always dangerous.
This is
It's
true.
the
Right.
it's the culture. I think the Bucks
Right.
Bucks need to follow that particular model,
Mm,
um,
mm.
if they can.
Well,
But
I
you got
would
to get
say
the
this
right
too, though.
got to get the right guys in the front office, the GM. Like Riley's hard nosed, and it kind of trickles down. I
That's
don't know if you
Right.
true.
can find a GM out there that you know that can say, "Hey, this is what's going to be." Because I don't think Horst is that type of dude. Horst is about real clean cut, uh,
Yep.
you know, sanitized dudes.
Yo, that was
That's
hilarious.
why I think that's why I think so many people, even in Bucks podcast world, are having a trouble with KPJ. And I think
Mm.
I think it's inherent. I think it's inherent bias. I think they see a dude with cornrows, tattoos, and
Checker pass.
a black mark on his past. And I heard a comment that got me so ticked off on another show. That was like, "Listen, Ryan Rollins is just better than KBG. I don't care what anyone says." And I was like, but see, that was the narrative before. But when KPJ started playing well, they couldn't say that out loud. Now that KPJ had like a off game or two,
Hmm.
now they feeling bold to say it again. And Rollins had a good game tonight. KPJ had a good game tonight. That's
Right,
what we want. But I, I, I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna say it no more. I don't want. I know you're not trying to make this podcast this,
right.
but light skin dude, clean cut, no tattoos.
Mm.
More of a conventional game. Yeah, I know why you like him better, but his pass ain't perfect either.
Hmm.
Right.
Okay, but
Drop
I
somebody.
just I just don't
Throw
like. I don't.
something.
I can sense stuff, man. I can sense when stuff got something else in it.
No, that's
Right.
fair. And yeah, that checker pass definitely don't help Kevin Porter Jr. And another topic we got on as well earlier is Kuzma had a kind of off game as far as with the turnovers, but I still feel like he's been playing well offensively. And I think at this point, I think Kuzma is one of the people that we should keep on this roster moving forward. Because there's definitely going to be some casualties in the offseason, but I don't want Kuzma to be a casualty. I think he's worked himself on his team. He played hard in the offseason. He was talking crazy about all the work he's putting in, and it looks like it. Like Kuz is going to Kuz. He's going to turn the ball over every once in a while, but I think he's been playing well offensively and he's playing good defensively and he's rebounding. He's doing everything we're asking him to do. He's just going to Kuz every once in a while, but I do feel he's earned himself a place on this roster.
I think
Unless it's
so
a
too.
very good draft, and it got to be a great trade for me to want to throw in Kuz.
Well, listen, anyone's played basketball. I see turnovers. When people start tripping, like over tripping over turnovers, anyone's played basketball. Listen, if I come in a game and I'm just sitting in the corner until someone gives you the ball, I'm not going to have high turnovers because I don't really take no risk in the game. If you play point, like I played point in the past and I played combo guard, and you're trying to get to the paint, you're trying to draw, kick, whatever. You're going to have more turnovers when you're trying to make things happen. You're going
That's
to have
true.
more turnovers. You're going to just cut down on the bad turnovers, but you're going to
Right.
have turnovers. Some of the greatest basketball players in NBA history had high turnovers.
Right.
So the casuals like to take turnovers and just put a blanket on it. No, you got to really look at the game to see what type of turnovers you're talking about. And I think with what they've asked Kuzma to do,
Hmm.
he's gonna have a few. As long as he's doing more positive stuff, giving you the positive energy. I don't mind it personally.
I
I don't.
agree.
Well, I think he's trying to be the what do you call the dollar store Giannis.
Giannis, yeah, he's trying to
So,
put pressure
yeah.
on the rim. Yeah,
Well,
T-Boo Giannis, yeah.
I'm transitioned. I'm gonna do the same things that he does, and he's doing it in a lot of ways. He really is.
Hmm.
He's obviously not Giannis, but he still does a lot of good things. My only thing with him is he just has to read it a little bit better at times. Other than that, I got no problem with Kuzma. But speaking of Giannis, I want to say this real quick because I got to get out pretty soon.
Yeah, same.
Um, we have to really think about him and his injuries and where he's at in his career, and we have to just take a long, hard look. Maybe trading him really isn't a bad thing because his value is never going to be higher. He's had injuries year after year after year in the playoffs. And except for this past year, he wasn't, but he was before the playoffs. I mean, and the way his style of play is going to lean itself for more injuries. It's just that's
Exactly.
just how it is. He's not going to change the way he plays because
Oh,
he's what he does.
That's a great
So
point.
I just don't know what to do with him in this situation. I know the Bucks fans don't want to hear that, but and I
but
get
it,
it. But
Mhm.
how many more
situation.
years can he play like he's playing with the amount of injuries he's already getting?
And Mr. Cool, you are absolutely right because you listen to some of the chatter coming from these teams. They're already talking slick about Giannis. They're like, he's getting injured. We don't need those type of
No.
problems. He's not like already. It's not like he's like a certain player is available. Oh, you just give away the house for him. We get him regardless. That's not what you're hearing about Giannis. And
Hmm.
I'm saying the Bucks need to be smart because other teams may be looking at that factor you talked about more than the Bucks are looking at
Hmm.
themselves. But
Right.
they're the ones who are going to be the sellers. So they got to be realistic. They got to be understand. Oh, this stock is probably already past its peak.
Correct.
Yep.
It probably
Yep.
was higher 2 years ago.
Hmm.
So
No.
you
Was it
need
before
to
that?
you need to move on it.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, it's something to think
Yep.
about. That's go ahead. Let's start with you. Go ahead. Let's do our last calls right here. Go ahead with you, VP. On you, bro.
Yeah, I would say that the finals was like the peak.
Mm.
When he before the injury to his knee that was really bad. I thought he. I mean, yeah, that was the peak because he didn't really get hurt that much before it, but after that, he came back. Had the. He just was never right. He was never right till
That
then.
forever changed his career coming back, that knee injury and coming back as soon as he did forever. Because that knee always got ice on it. That knee is always wrapped. If you watch him on the bench, that knee is always wrapped. Even when he's probable, it's always knee. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate. He sacrifices
Yeah,
to
And that
give us a
also,
championship.
but that also speaks to what Bshack always says, and I agree 100%. Him going over to Greece playing all summer. If you know you got this kind of wear and tear on your body, we're the ones that made you famous. We're the ones that put you on the map. Don't you care enough to say, hey, let me just take one summer off? Can I take one summer off from playing in Greece? Come on now. They'll
Right.
be
That's
okay.
true.
That country will be there when you do the following year. Give us one
yeah.
summer and
I
not
know Bshack
play.
like that. Look at
Just
Yeah,
Bshack.
one.
Like, this is all
you
I
don't
miss.
care.
I been
You
I've
don't
been wanting to
care.
say that.
You
I've
try
been
that. You go and try that with Miami. You can try it with Miami. Pat Rice can be like, uh, yeah, we're gonna fix your contract in such a way that you will get more
Right.
money. But you won't. I mean, that I've said that a long time ago. It was in a way it was showing some disregard to the Bucks, especially when you have your style of play and the injuries you have. But Giannis
Right.
don't care. Giannis has told y'all, I love Greece. more than
Yep.
Milwaukee. In fact, I
Yep.
love winning the world championship over there just as much or more than the NBA ring. So whoever has them have to probably deal with it unless, like I say, go to like a, you know, a GM or a team that's gonna put their foot down and say, "No, man, you ain't gonna be doing all that. We're paying you this type of money. You're an asset,
Right.
and now we gonna kill all of that." But reality, they're not stopping none of the foreign players from playing. They're all playing over there.
Hmm.
Luca's playing, Joker's playing. So I guess the reality is he is going to,
Salute, my man.
but it's unfortunate because he's kind of damaged goods now, man.
But the way
He's kind
Yeah.
of
Joker
damaged
plays, he's
goods.
not gonna get hurt really. I mean, Joker don't play a
Yeah,
kind of game with his size that he's gonna really
that's
get
true.
injured. The way Giannis plays a game is high risk the way he plays, so he's always at risk of getting hurt because of how he plays and his style. So that's why a summer off would really benefit him and the Bucks. But they have no control over that apparently, none. It's all up to
No,
Giannis.
clearly. But back to you, VP. So you finish up your statement. Go ahead, bro.
Besides, I agree with everything Bshack and Mr. Cool saying, and that's been bothering me, to be honest. So it's just that Giannis not being during the spot. My thing is he should have been there in the off season, develop with these players. That's another big thing that I was really not happy about. He's not there. He's all he's up in Greece, and then you wonder why the team ain't got no chemistry and the season way it went. He got hurt, and then it just you have to have chemistry with the players, even if you get these young guys that don't really know what they're doing. Then the reports I said earlier that they want to get another player added on. I'm like, well, who and why? Right now, like why right now? Like let's see what Sears can do. Let's see what all these other players you talking about, Nance and I want to see what they can do first. I don't want to just get another player just like that. Yeah, yes, I want Bobby gone, but I want to see what these other players can do first. Like look in house before you go open the door and try to get a man here you don't know. Let's see what you got in house first.
Mhm.
Cooper, appreciate you, VP. Oh, you, Mr. Cool. Then we'll go to Bshack.
Well, think about this season. The first 10 games of the season, Giannis was clearly the MVP of this league. He was
Hmm.
destroying people, playing so hard, playing so competitively, but he got injured and he keeps getting injured. So, are we ever going to be able to have that sustained play again out of him? I just don't know. I just don't know. I mean, we may have it for a while, then comes the injuries. Then where are we at? We back here having the same conversation we're having now about all
Correct.
of our other role players that were brought here to complement him.
Correct.
We have built this franchise for him and by him. It truly is. And if he's not on the court, it just becomes hard. I have to give Doc a little bit of slack just on that aspect because everything was designed, the players, the draft, the signings, everything was for Giannis to play
Listen,
around him,
100%.
to compliment him.
100%.
So when he's not there, this is just, and then you got a poor coach. It's why we are in such pain watching the Bucks play all the time. So,
It's hard.
but
It's
anyway,
hard.
I'm gonna stay positive. We won
Right.
tonight. I'll take the
Right.
win.
Going into Christmas, that
Hey,
you can't
since
go wrong with that.
We're not playing on Christmas like we used to. So
Right.
we enjoy this moment.
Right. Appreciate you. It's cool. Oh, you, Bshack.
Well, we definitely didn't win because of Doc because the Pacers are awful. The Pacers
Yeah.
are awful.
Do you know how awful they are,
Yeah.
Bshack? Before you get into your comment, I just want you to know that in every statistical offensive efficiency category, the Pacers are last. Carry on.
Yeah. Doc may have been see. It's a mixed emotion for me because Doc probably been gone if they
They
lost this
lost.
game,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
so he is on fool's goal. He got extended tonight, but
That's a
here's the
great.
thing, man.
That's a good point. I
Ro-
didn't bring that up. That's a good point.
That's
Rollins
going in that fourth
and
quarter. He's like, "Come out, come out."
Rollins and KPJ were like 18 for 28. I
Wow.
mean, one was plus 16, the other one was plus 18. Dude, you got two wonderful backcourt dudes, man. And here's the thing: we may have won tonight, unfortunately, by addition by subtraction, because Gary Trent, he looked kind of
Oh,
kind of bad, man.
yeah.
Um, I'm not sure he's gonna be back anytime soon,
Agreed.
and it'd be a good chance, man, to give someone else a look.
Sears.
Look
It'd
at
be a
it.
good
Hmm.
chance to give someone else a look. And AJ Green, what happened?
That shoulder.
How
He's
how do
still
you
injured.
mess up your left shoulder and can't shoot with your right hand? How does that happen? He doesn't look like the same player at all, man. And I don't know if he pulled something across his chest. I don't know how this affect. He is not the same dude right now
I agree.
He's
at
not.
all.
But you
So
still, Bshack, you still use your opposite hand to load your shot. So it can affect your shot, even though you're right, he's right handed, and that's his left
yeah,
shoulder. But you still need your left hand to help load your shot. And maybe it's just painful when he tries to do it. I don't know. But he's certainly
yeah,
not
but
the same. I agree 100%.
26 minutes, 4 points. You know we can't play defense. So it's like we need to find some minutes for uh somebody, man. Old boy, the rookie, uh
Sears.
not the rookie, uh
Oladipo.
no, the one whose daddy was a slam dunk champion,
Nance.
his brother's
Nance. Pete Nance.
Nance. Give Nance some
I
burn,
stand with
man. Give
Nance.
him some time.
Hmm.
So
I
so I'm,
agree.
I'm gonna be interested. We know Rollins is gonna go up. Uh, they were probably down too low in the first place. Don't know what Doc was doing. He had him. He
Hmm.
he was like, I mean, he was like playing less than some
27.
other dudes.
All right.
So we know his minutes gonna come. Look what happened tonight. His minutes. He got 33 minutes, 23 points. That's probably his best game in like a month.
Yeah.
So all I can say is our next game is against our
Let
next
me
game
see.
is against
You
I
sent
got you. Hold
me
on.
Hornets.
That's not a
uh
give me.
it's
Nah.
man, it's
It's the
Friday against
Memphis.
the Grizzlies.
Yeah, Memphis. Yeah. At
Against the
Memphis.
Grizzlies.
That'll be an
And
interesting game. And then it's
yeah,
back to back too. So then Saturday is Chicago.
yeah.
Mm.
I mean, they both at normal circumstances, those have been winnable games.
Right.
We just don't know about these Bucks, man. So we'll see, man. The last thing I'm gonna say is I'm curious to see when Giannis is gonna come back, because apparently he could still come back and be within the limit of being eligible for all NBA and all that type of stuff. But
Okay.
that's not realistic because he's not. He's only going. That means he's only going to. I think he'll still have to play almost all the games except for one or two, and I don't think that's realistic. Giannis is going to have to get
Right.
rest. So his
Agreed.
streak of consecutive, you know, all NBA, all star, all that type of stuff is out the window. So you may as well just sit back until he's ready to play. I still think he's probably going to want to play in the All Star game with the foreigners. That's not. I don't. That sound right. The
And
Oh,
Nationals,
him,
one
the
last thing.
Nationals against the
I,
Americans.
Yeah.
like you want
Hold
to
on. Hold on.
European.
One second. Hold on one second. Go ahead, Mr. Cool. Then we go back to you, Bshack. Go ahead, Mr. Cool.
I don't know if you guys saw Draymond Green. He had a short on YouTube I saw where he talked about Giannis being traded. And he said, if Giannis gets traded, I don't know if he's talking about himself, but he was saying it's going to cost that whoever team gets him to give up a lot to give him. He may end up on the team that's similar to the team he's already on, talent wise. And I'm paraphrasing what he said. But
Hmm.
he's saying you're going to have to give up a lot to get him. And I know people are to go to Golden State if they lose Butler and other players to get Giannis. Let's say they try to make that kind of a trade. How good is that team going to be if you lose several key players to get Giannis? And that was the
True.
point he was making. He said, because at that salary, teams are going to have to give up good players to get Giannis and draft picks. And
True.
that's going to decimate
It,
You
the teams
know
he goes to.
that may be true. I want to hear that from Draymond. Draymond is I even he's just a man. Draymond is on a team that has coddled him. Dude is
Yes, they have.
walking, arguing with his coach and walking off the court.
Ridiculous.
Come on,
It's
I
ridiculous.
don't, I don't. Draymond was talking to the what he was trying to do on the slick, on the low low. Well, he's trying to talk to the Warriors
Of
front
course.
right up.
office. Was he the
Of
one getting
course.
traded? That's all that
Right.
was.
It's just
That's all
true.
that was, man. Because they're already talking about like they'll put up with this stuff when they're winning, but they're losing. He don't you know Draymond has more turnovers this year than field goals,
Yo,
Wow.
and the
that's
Bucks should
That's
crazy.
not
crazy.
want him. The Bucks should never take Draymond ever.
I
Agreed.
agree.
Agreed. Damn, that's a
But
hell
man,
of a.
you
Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Bshack. Appreciate you, VP, Mr. Cool, Living Legend. All right, Bshack. Shout out to y'all, bro. All right, bro. Hey,
Merry
we got a win
Christmas.
going into
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy
Christmas.
holidays to y'all. All right, bro. Go. All right, Bshack. Shout out to South Florida's finest. Oh my God. All right. Let me tap in Brandon before we get up out of here, or does battery die? I was not paying attention. Hold on one second. Let me tap you in before we get up out of here, Brandon. Go ahead, Brandon.
What up? Sorry about that. I was putting up a Christmas tree.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
About the look of my vacation back in nature. Happy holiday. Merry Christmas Eve to y'all. Love y'all.
Same.
So I know y'all all in the road. So, I didn't get a chance to watch the game.
Okay. But at least we won,
But,
Brandon. We won. Going into
yeah,
Christmas, what else can we ask for?
yeah, I agree. This is, best, this is, a great Christmas.
Yeah, it's a
Early
good start
Christmas
to
gift for
Christmas.
us.
Yeah, early Christmas gift to get it
Yeah,
started. Ryan Rollins and KPJ played well. Uh, like Bshack said, I think they were 18 to 28 from the field. Both had over 20 points. Very efficient. Bobby had a good game offensively. Uh, Kuzma scored double figures but had 5 turnovers. So that definitely was an issue. We were up by 25 or more, and then they got the lead down to 9 with 5 minutes left in the game. Regular Bucks foolishness, but we were able to overcome. But we got a tough game coming up against the Memphis Grizzlies next, and that will be Friday, and it's a back to back. So Friday and Saturday. So that's gonna
okay,
be yeah. So that's gonna be interesting for on the Bucks perspective. Let me just confirm that. Hold on one second, Brandon. Yeah, because we got a back to back. Hold on. So yeah, we play Memphis Friday, and then Chicago Saturday, and then Charlotte on Monday. So the back to back is Friday and Saturday.
okay.
Yeah, so we back
So,
to back, but at least we got a good win today. It's against a team that was decimated by injury, but you gotta hey, you play who in front of you. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm,
So and I mean 5 people in double figures for the Bucks. We shot 51%. Not bad. Not bad considering.
not bad.
No.
So, no problem. So move to Buck Nation, Packer Nation.
All right.
They
Damn
will
the
take
Packers.
the time.
All right.
They will take the time.
There we go.
Holiday, Merry Christmas to y'all. I got y'all Saturday, Friday, Saturday. Hope y'all be safe and
Say
have
to
a
you,
good
Brandon.
Christmas. No great, easy. I agree with your comment, but team, your team still weak. So, 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 Merry Christmas to y'all, Washington fans, and no great. I love y'all. I got to Friday, Saturday. I got y'all make with y'all.
Brain, brain. Yo, Brandon. Oh, shout out to Brandon. Shout out to friends and family. Hey, shout out to Bucks Nation. This is the best Bucks podcast on YouTube, the best Bucks chat on YouTube. Y'all know who moves the needle in this culture. I wanted to shout out too before I get up out of here. My boy Bucks and Four. Hey, come on the podcast so you get ready. Me and him always be connected on Twitter or whatever they call it now. And you know, we're putting pressure, we're applying pressure on the Bucks to get rid of Doc Rivers. We're bombing regularly on Twitter. So shout out to my boy Bucks and Four. Salute to you, bro. Let me see what. Hey, Daddy Commander, I didn't see you came up in here, bro. Salute. I see you, bro. Let me see what's in here before I get up out of here. What up, Ray? Salute. Hey, Jeff Riley, I see you dropping gems in the chat. Mr. 414, what it do? All right, y'all. Let me get up out of here for some jump off over here. All right, y'all. Amber, this is AmarasLogic, Milwaukee Bucks trade rumors and news live edition where the Bucks finally got a win on Christmas Eve. So salute to that. We it was a little choppy in the fourth quarter, but we got a win against the Indiana Pacers, 94-111. So we leaving with a win. So hey, that's all we can ask for. If you haven't already, please hit the like button. This is the most electrifying content on the internet. Why wouldn't you want other people to enjoy this electrifying content? Hit the like button, share the content. Y'all know the spiel. Go.